rather great weather today. It is heating up too. And I guess with that in mind, what's going on today? This one sounded kind of interesting. There's going to be more trees and stuff around during the summer. How about this one where there's a company using drone to, I guess, protect certain trees? This one says, aerospace company working to protect tree canopy using drone technology. Drones and trees may not seem like the perfect combination, but one company is hoping to use the flying remote-controlled aircraft to protect trees' health. Volatus Aerospace is working on using drone to help identify Dutch elm disease in trees. The objective of this project is to identify trees with the urban canopy, not just in Winnipeg, but around southern Manitoba and across anywhere that elm trees are present and affected with Dutch elm disease. As to what they normally do, it says when crews usually inspect for the disease, they have to drive around communities, mark trees that they suspect have the disease, and then come back and take samples to determine if they are right. He said the process is costly and time consuming. We're trying to do it in late spring, and we're basically trying to identify the disease 2 months before it has been traditionally been able to be identified. And if we are able to do that, then we should be able to come up with plans to get ahead of the disease. So flying around should be able to speed it up because, as they say here, they should be able to fly through the entire park in an hour and a half. And I would guess afterwards, once they get the pictures or videos, they can assess it, and then maybe in the future they can collect samples and stuff like that through the drones. Although, like they say, trees and drones aren't usually the friendly combination. That's usually how a lot of people crash them. Just, I guess, trying to get pans or something like that. Next thing they know, it hits a tiny branch and that's it, it's gone. And with a lot of news of things like inflation recently, I guess things are going to get more expensive even more because of sales taxes in terms of, I guess, enforcing them. This one says, new BC sales tax rules go into effect July 1st for online marketplaces like Amazon, eBay. Online marketplaces with annual gross revenues of more than $10,000, Hello, Facebook, and Amazon will be required to collect the provincial sales tax on goods and services sold on their sites. I believe what normally happened was if someone, let's just say, buys it from Amazon and they're a marketplace seller, you don't get charged usually the provincial sales tax because they could be located anywhere per se. But I guess with this, now they're forcing people to do it regardless of, I guess, where you are. It's more about how much you generate revenue-wise. It says, it shifts the responsibility to companies like eBay and Amazon to collect the PST, rather than the small businesses that may use a marketplace facilitator site to sell their products according to the BC Finance Ministry. In addition, these marketplaces are also being required by the province to charge PST to individual sellers for use of their services, such as help with listing the sales of goods, advertising, warehouse, and payment collections. It's the latest move by the province to create a more even playing field for online operations that continue to increase their share of the economy. So that's kind of interesting because a lot of people would use that, let's just say, I don't know, kind of like selling something on a classified ad like a Craigslist if you just want to dump something. But I guess now you're going to have to pay the fee if you want to use these bigger sites anyways. And it says, but the addition of the PST for services purchased by the sellers in BC, often small businesses, will simply add costs for consumers here and make local sellers uncompetitive, as other jurisdictions in Canada have not introduced a similar measure, said Carl Littler, Senior Vice President of Public Affairs for the Retail Council of Canada. It doesn't exist anywhere else. It's a new tax between a marketplace facilitator like an Amazon or like a Best Buy or like a Facebook and somebody who's selling goods, says Littler. That's an interesting, I guess, factor too. I don't know if they looked into that per se before they thought about this, but either way, things are gonna get more expensive again. Funny enough, it actually reminds me of things, as I said before, some people say, oh, if you take a picture with your drone or whatever, you give it to somebody to use, doesn't matter if it's for free, you're a business, you're a commercial operation, so you need like a license and all that. That's ridiculous. Like here, for example, just because someone gets rid of something, let's just say on an eBay or something like that, doesn't mean they're a quote business. Can you imagine if that was the case here, where they changed the rules afterwards saying, anyone selling anything online digitally, doesn't matter if it's 1 cent or whatever, you're a business and you need a license afterwards. That would be ridiculous, right? Yet for some odd reason, there's people who promote over-the-top regulations for things like drones, and they agree with that, saying, oh, you better get a license just for taking this one picture or whatever. As I say, I always look for consistencies in life, and for the most part, like here in Canada, most people wouldn't say, yeah, great idea, where if someone's selling things out of their garage sale, they'll say, nope, you need to be a licensed business. Yet for some odd reason, some drone operators, they insist with that mentality. I don't know why. It's kind of weird, huh?
really large, or they can get up to 10 feet long. It's basically what I call him. He just slinks on me. He's like a loose noodle. And I'm like, this is the better spot.
Conditions on the water. These teams are very aware of what they're attempting.
Alright, see you guys later.